We're the Double or Nothing family, and we're in Mexico. Yeah.
Mexico.
So Ariel, Mexico City.
Yeah, I think the city life is not for them.
No, they need wide open spaces and like in Waikiki, you know, at least it was
The beach was
right
few
there.
steps away.
Yeah. So we were outside all the time. Here it was trying to like drive
To get to a park.
to get somewhere and then drive to get to a park, or you know, I think that would make it a bit tougher for them. But I think also they're just maybe going through a bit of a phase because
Yeah.
they're a bit more intense, you know. So
Yeah, Mexico City was
yep, and Ellie just fell on her face.
You okay?
Okay,
All right. I mean, that's an improvement.
that's all right. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, like
No, we like the place.
yeah,
But maybe not with kids, or at least not our kids, because
or just
well, they're used to like a house, and
Yeah.
we stayed in an apartment, and
yeah. I think honestly, like we're also gonna figure out what works best for us as
Yeah.
we're traveling, and we'll see how that goes. But you know, like the Teotihuacan, is that how it's called? Teotihuacan. The pyramids, that was pretty sick.
yeah,
And you know, we had the backpack carriers, so that was okay with the kids. You know,
yeah. I think they're just, they're trying to be more independent. They're trying to
Yeah.
figure themselves out too right now, and
yeah,
so it makes it a little bit harder to kind of tell them what to do.
yeah.
So they're trying to test their independence and test us a little bit. So
I think like the kids really enjoyed. There's a park that's about like 8 minutes away from where we are and by car, and it's huge. You know, I'll
Yeah.
put the name on the screen. I found the name,
yeah,
but it's huge. You know, and it's nice because the people are really warm people
yeah.
in Mexico, and the kids were playing with our kids, and
I saw that you slid. Good job. Yeah, and they want to be with other people.
Yeah.
And
why like more nature type of places.
destinations.
Yeah. So I think from what we got from this stop in Mexico City is that rather than being in a city and then going to see things, we'd rather maybe be more in the countryside or next to a beach or
yeah.
something, and then go visit a city.
Oh my god, it's busy. Oh my god.
Oh God.
But I mean, to be honest, the kids have been much better the past 3 days, I'd say. You know? No, but compared to
Yeah,
days
the
before.
beginning was really hard. Ellie, be careful. You okay? You okay? Okay.
But anyways, I think like I don't think we got to do as many things because of that. We also didn't get to do as many things as we wanted to.
Yeah,
Like-
it was just not realistic. Like we
Yeah.
went to the Frida Kahlo Museum, and
Ariel went inside. I went with the kids, and they just could not understand that they couldn't cross the little rope
yeah, no trespassing.
to
And,
like touch the paintings and stuff. So
yeah, they don't understand.
I was
limits.
outside with them. Like there's like a garden
area.
area, and they were just there running after like lizards and stuff. And Ariel
They just wanted to be
walked
kids,
through.
you know?
Yeah, so like I think we're just discovering what works best for our family when we're traveling, and I think for us it's more nature type of things.
And also realistically, like it's we're still at the beginning of our trip. You saw a snake?
like we were saying in the first video, Hawaii for us is a bit more of a vacation, and now our trip is really starting, so it's only our second stop, and you know.
But what I was trying to say is like it's just the beginning of our trip, so we haven't even been with them like full time really for a month yet. And
it hasn't even been a month that we left.
It's like an adjustment for us because we were used to seeing them only a few hours a day, you know, and now we're with them 24/7. And it sounds crazy to say because I mean obviously, you know, we're their parents, but at the same time, like most people, if you're sending your kids to daycare or school, you're only seeing them a few hours a day. So it is really, really hard.
Yeah, but it's also like, you know, when we would do things with them on the weekends, let's say, and we go to do an activity, like getting them ready was always hard.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like that every day, and like it's not that bad.
No. And we all have to learn how to live together, you know, and I think once we're starting to get into that rhythm, but once we really, you know, fully get into our rhythm and really fully understand how to live with each other, I think it'll be a lot easier for us and on them.
You know, if you want to reflect on our trip to Mexico, like for instance, like Acapulco was beautiful.
Yeah, Acapulco was honestly like if we were to come back to Mexico and not stay as much in the Cancun and
or the
Quintana Roo and all that, you know, like not so much in the resort areas, I would go back to Acapulco for sure. It's still like a, I guess, like a, you know, touristy destination, but not as much as the other common places, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah, and there was actually we found that there was a lot of, at least the hotel we were at, which I'll put the name on the screen as well. What was really cool is that it was a lot of Mexicans that were traveling on vacation there, like people that drive down from Mexico City, spend a couple of days at the beach. So it was still nice, you know, and the pool was amazing, and the kids
had so much fun. They were playing with other kids, and you know, it was fun because a lot of the kids were trying to speak English, and it was really cool to see, you know, like that
they're just kids.
Yeah,
you know,
they're just kids. They're just having fun, and you know, it's cool to see.
Anyways, and then you know, the goal for going to Acapulco was to go to a beach, which we were supposed to go, but then the pool was so nice we decided just to spend the afternoon at the pool because we drove in the morning.
Yeah, we drove 4.5 hours.
Yeah, and then the next morning, well, the kids were just not listening, so we were supposed to go to the beach pretty much all day, and then we had a late checkout and then leave and drive back to our apartment in Mexico City. But you know, like when the kids were not listening, and it was, we were just like, you know, don't listen, we're not going to the beach. They weren't listening, so we packed everything and went in the car and left. So you know.
And honestly, since we gave those boundaries and those limitations, I feel like since then they've been listening at least a little bit more. So I think, you know, it's a learning curve for us too.
And like we were saying, like it's not like it's a travel, it's not a vacation.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're here for a week and it's like, well, screw it, we'll how do I say? We'll deal with it, and who cares? It's like, no, like we want to actually enjoy the things we're doing with them. Ellie's wandered off a bit. So so we obviously didn't get to do maybe as much as we wanted. So it's a bit hard for us to talk about the things we saw. Like we saw the pyramids.
We saw lots of beautiful street art. Honestly, like one of the first things that we noticed when we arrived is how colorful Mexico City is, and honestly, like it was a really nice change in scenery as well. I think they really encourage artwork.
Ellie just fell again.
They really encourage like artwork, and we saw, you know, someone painting a really cool, like, I don't know how I would describe it, but it was like a more contemporary mural, and it was really cool to see that.
I think also like we really enjoy like cooking Mexican food.
Yeah.
Well, at where we used to live at our old home.
Yeah.
So we were really excited for the food, and it didn't disappoint at all. Like we were
honestly like,
yeah, like we would order sometimes, like a lot of times on Uber, but we noticed that a lot of like street stands or kiosks or whatever, like they actually have their things on Uber, so you're still eating like street food, like legit street food, and it was amazing. Like al pastor tacos. I think that was my first time trying it.
No,
I think so.
Like a legit
one, yeah.
Yeah,
and
those are my favorite.
Yeah.
With it's basically pork with pineapple, like marinated.
Yeah.
It's really, really amazing. It just has like a little sweetness, and honestly, like most of them refreshing.
Yeah.
And they would just have, you know, like give us like limes on the side.
Yeah.
Sometimes there
Green
was like
salsa.
melted queso.
Yeah.
Yeah, salsa, like green salsa was amazing. But it's so simple, but so like amazing.
Yeah.
It's not like Mexican food back home, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like.
It's not even like, I wouldn't even taste the cumin and it's not at all the same
balanced
thing.
And the spices and the corn tortillas, like legit corn tortillas that like, because we would buy some at home and they always break apart even when we would heat them up and whatnot. So I don't know if it's because they're not fresh back home, but they were really good. And so that's one thing, like I think it was nice because we would have maybe like a rough day, but then like have really good Mexican food, and
it was really comforting.
It was comforting, so that's for sure. Like I think that was maybe like my favorite part. The food.
The food,
because it was consistently always good.
Everywhere we would order from that was Mexican food was amazing. No matter where we ordered from, and we tried at least like 4, 5, 6 different places, you know, so
and I think also for me, like
even the pizza actually was
we had pizza one night, just it was easy for the kids and stuff, and it was actually good. And then I think what was also nice is maybe things not being as expensive as they were in Hawaii. Because Hawaii was it's pretty expensive. Like like it's no secret. So honestly,
like every meal that we would have was at least
minimum
80 to 100 US.
Yeah.
Every meal, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we stayed there for like what, 16 days? Oh,
there you
go. We were in Hawaii for like 6 days.
So you know, like it really adds up. So I don't know. I think it was nice to have a break, like in the budget, and the view from our apartment it was awesome. The drive to Acapulco, I think one thing that really surprised me, honestly, we didn't know much about Mexico City.
God. No, we didn't know much.
So what really surprised me is that how driving to Acapulco, we're kind of driving through like desert-ish mountains, and it's mountains after mountains after mountains after mountains, like huge mountains.
I remember I was like speechless because I was like taken aback, you know. It was layers on layers and valleys of
it looked like a painting or something.
It was so beautiful. Like it's hard to describe, but honestly, like it probably one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. It was really surprising, and I'm really happy, even though it was a 4.5 hour drive there and a 4.5 drive back. And, you know, we didn't stay as long as we wanted to. It was 100% worth it. All right, guys, so we're just about about to start our movie night. We used to do those every Friday back home, so trying to bring a little bit of normalcy to our little routines. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, once again, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments. We'll answer them as fast as possible. And thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share. That's what really helps us get our views. And see you at our next destination.
Bye.
Hasta luego. Merci.
Go to Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you love about Mexico?
I like it.
Ok. C'est quoi que t'as aimé? Est-ce qu'on est allé dans la piscine?
Oui.
À Acapulco.
Acapulco.
What? Jaden, c'est où qu'on s'en va après?
Go Hawaii.
No, not again. Maybe another time. We're going to Colombia. Ah, Saka, where are we going? Colombia. Colombia.
Poo poo.
God.
Poo.
All right, are you gonna say bye?
Bye.
See you soon.
See you soon, Camila.
Ellie, can you say bye? See you soon.
Bye-bye, soon. Bye-bye, Kaka.
Dis à bientôt.
À bientôt.